Okay, we're live. That's my favorite part. We're live. Another good lesson ready for you. Now, we talk about it all the time on this channel. And, all right, there we go. We're live. We're live. So we got it all set up. We talk about it all the time in this channel, right? There's your three needs of success, the things you need to do to succeed, network market practice. However, longevity requires the management of time, money, and people. Of course, your entrepreneurial brain and the talents of what you bring to the table. More importantly, think of it management of time, money, and people. If you're trying to figure out why your career is either not happening and or has lately been plateauing, in this video, we're going to talk about how the people we surround ourselves with can influence your career. As always, I'm Thomas J. Beleza, so please like, comment, and share this video along with subscribing for future content on how to be successful in your career, specifically the entertainment industry. Let's get right to it, shall we? Today's video is when it's time to move on from people. The value of management of people in your life. There's a lot to go here. You know, we love people and we don't really want to see them leave. But let's be honest, sometimes the value of those we surround ourselves becomes the value of who we are. And that's something we're going to explore today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quick topic subjects that we're going to jump on and explore them with you. Right? So your success, just to get it out there, your success is based on the people you surround yourself with. How does that make sense? Well, if you're around people that are unmotivated, they are not inspiring you to be motivated. Even if you feel you are motivated, you are creating glass ceilings because the people that are supposed to encourage you or the people that are supposed to do things that make you say, wait, I see what they're doing, I'm going to do that, might not be doing what is necessary for success or growth in a career. For example, you might be hanging out with authors who just believe you write all the time and you just make books and you just keep releasing books until somebody says, hey, or you get published and woohoo, you could quit your day job. Or you're hanging around with authors that are saying, hey, I just started this writers group, or, I'm going to a conference, or I'm going to a book market to network and build relationships. I started volunteering at a publishing company, or I volunteered at an agency. Do you see the difference? One is they're relying on the thing, the craft, the item, the product to create success, whereas the other mentality is more business centric. They're learning how to surround themselves in the environment of which they want to work. Okay? So your success is based on the people you surround yourself. Think of these two things as an example. What qualities and values are important to you is the first one. This will basically create the standard of the kind of people you want to hang out with, because you have to be the truth in action. The things you believe in, you kind of want to surround yourself with those same people. For example, if you don't believe in doing drugs, or let's just say you don't care if people do drugs, but you yourself don't really like doing drugs, and all you're doing is, yellow, what's up, man? But if you are hanging around with people who just do drugs, they might not have the qualities and values that you particularly want. Okay? The second thought is if people have less than these qualities and values as a majority, think about it. Think about potentially moving on from them. The reason is we give it the majority. We want 51 or more percent of these qualities and values. You have to have qualities and values as well. But what I'm saying here in this instance are what are qualities and values that are important to you, even if you're working towards improving those qualities and values for yourself, or you have not yet technically been able to achieve those qualities and values, but you're trying to seek people that have these qualities and values so you can be inspired by what they have. That's the power of surrounding yourself, because your success is based on the people you surround yourself with. Understand what qualities and values are. How come you always wear a black shirt? Believe it or not, this is a blue flannel. You see that? And it's called branding. Something we teach on this channel. You are. It is because of me. So you notice, hey, you always wear the same shirt. That's branding. You think of me, you think of the red background, the whiteboard, and this blue. It's blue. flannel. See that? Yeah. But moving forward, so think about that. Think about what qualities and values are important to you, qualities and values that you would like to obtain, and start trying to find people that have those qualities and values. Uh, it is the most. This is funny. I gotta post. Yes, this is the most black blue flannel I have ever seen myself as well. Uh, my brother, who's colorblind, probably thinks this is clear, but that's besides the point. All right. Is setting boundaries to move on okay? Oh, yes. Yes, it is. It is more than okay to set boundaries for yourself that if you are not getting certain qualities and values from the people around you, you can walk away. You can move on. Now, obviously, you can't tell people to go away, right? But you could say, I'm not going to you're not going to say, hey, get out of my life because, we don't have control over people. We have control over what we do. And we set our boundaries. We set the level, right? Because no is a power yes to yourself. When you say no to other people, you say no to them breaking your boundaries. You're saying yes to your value, yes to your sanity, yes to your life. And know your worth and limits. Okay. There's also a very important thing. There's a difference between compromise and compromising your value, your boundaries. So it's okay to compromise in some areas, but you have to really, it's up to you. You think about, am I compromising too much of who I am? I'll give you an example. I had friends that didn't really like that I talked to everybody. Like I talked to waiters, I talked to strangers, but I am I like talking, I like meeting strangers because I believe in building and cultivating your circle of influence. Building is literally meeting new people. And they'd always be like, could you not talk to people all the time? And I knew that their value sets, right? So the values and qualities that are important to me is that I want people that are encouraging to bring more people into the group, encouraging to say everybody has some sort of value. Let's at least seek out new people because new voices add new values, right? So I had to make myself less frequent with them. And ultimately, I had to remove myself from that life because I want people in my life, but I don't want people in my life that are telling me I can't talk to others. Okay. So know what's important to you. Not every great friend is a great resource in your circle of influence. Now, again, just for people, if this may be your first video with me, circle of influence is not a circle of people who can influence your career. It's a group or a circle of people that can influence good habits. If you see people doing things that maybe are educating you, you could be inspired to take on those qualities and values. You want to surround yourself with people that elevate you, that encourage you, that uh, you know, give you insight, people that make you think inward to create action outward. All right. So, not every great friend is a great resource in your circle of influence, right? And the idea is that even though we may love these people, they can hold our lives to a plateau, right? There are certain people, and again, you might have a best friend since you were 2, and you're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever, and you're still friends with them. Did I spell resources wrong? Wait, did I spell that wrong? No, I spelled it right. Resource. That's funny. You might have a best friend that you've known since 2, and now you're like 20, 22, but they don't really have an interest in being an entertainer or being a comedian or a musician. Oh, my accent, yeah. However, doesn't mean not to talk to them or take them out of your life. It just means that the time you want to develop your career, you have to start putting more time into people within that industry. So you have to really make that choice. It doesn't mean to not talk to them, but it does say, hey, let's pay attention to what we're doing. Okay. All right. And yes, I am from New York, Long Island, right? Brooklyn. Okay. Because the idea that not every great friend is a great resource in your circle of influence, you have to remember we are the sum total of those around us. The people, the people we basically the people we surround ourselves becomes the value of who we are. So if you're hanging out with people that are motivated and inspiring and take action and are always learning, you're just going to take on those qualities. They become a part of who you are. If you're hanging around with people that play video games all the time, which is not a bad thing, you will, right? Like, say you want to be successful playing video games, you want to do the tournaments, you want to get involved in that community, you want to be a Twitch. You're going to start becoming friends with other Twitchers, other or whatever they call. There are other people who play video games, etc., etc. Right? You're not going to just be like, well, let me hang out with people that think video games are stupid. Right? If you're hanging out with people that think video games are stupid, it's not gonna motivate you. You have because the energy around you will be completely different than the energy that you need to succeed. I should, I'm gonna let that go on the screen. Listen, I've lost a lot of roles in auditions because they said, "So you think you could do a more Western accent?" I go, "What do you mean, like Queens?" And they go, "No, no, some without the." And I go, all right, I'll take it off. And I go, "The coffee is very good." And they go, "Now we need a." So now every time I write a character that I want to play for a project, I always say, "They're from New York." Done. And they got long hair. All right. So because they're always like, "Can you cut your hair?" All right. Number 4. Don't mistake selfish intent for extreme kindness. This is very important. This is very important. Because when we surround ourselves with people, and remember, your success is based on the people you surround yourself with, pay attention because action speaks louder than words. They may be showing kindness, they may be showing intent through what they say. "Oh, I'm here to help you," or "I'm here to do what you need." What do you, right? They may be saying words and phrases that sound like extreme kindness, but their kindness is for selfish intent. Some will love you when your world is rising. However, some and most, if not a portion of the people who love you when your world is rising, will run when your world is on fire. And the people, hey, Flora, what's up, Flora? When you find yourself around people that seem to scatter when the smoke starts, you have realized that they had selfish intent and weren't necessarily there for extreme kindness. What we got here? What we got here? They're only there because of your influence and money or whatever. That's correct. They're utilizing you for your resources. Laura, thank you for coming on the show and watching and then being a fan. I love it. Thank you so much, so much, so much for that. You know I appreciate you more than anything. Love you. All right. So that's a very important rule to take on when you're building your circle of influence. Is be aware that sometimes extreme kindness might have selfish intent. Okay. You set the level of value in those you surround yourself with. This is also something that creates a habit for yourself because you should become your truth in action. If you have morals, missions, and ideologies that you believe in that are important to you, like your values and qualities, allow your actions to represent those qualities. You have control. You have control of who you keep in your life. Okay, so you set the level of value. So if you're saying, I want good people, I want compassionate people, I want encouraging people, I want thinkers, people who think outside the box, but you yourself are not working towards those, you're setting the level, and you might attract people that aren't necessarily utilizing those skill sets. Even if you're not able to think outside the box, trying to or wanting to learn or seeking out people who do will set the level. All right. And you have control of who you keep in your life. So keep in mind, if you're finding quality in people, you have the right to say, I'm going to put time into them. The keep isn't that you like tie them down with a necklace or something. You're mine. A leash. There's nothing wrong with that though. However, you choose to put time and energy in them, and that keeps them around. Okay. You can't control who wants to be there, right? You may find somebody you like who fits all your qualities and your values, but they don't necessarily want to be there because you're not necessarily representing the qualities and values that are important to you. How do we make this disappear and turn into a value set where people want to be around you? Be a beacon of value, which leads us to the final point, which after I hydrate, which is extremely important, I will conclude. Mm. And before I move on, as always, this is the time in the video where I say like, comment, and share the video, along with subscribing for future content on how to be successful in your career, specifically the entertainment industry. And why do we share? Because we want people to learn. That's why these are free educational videos that are showing us how to build our careers through the 3 needs of success, 3 needs of longevity, 3 needs of purpose. We want to educate those because we want to build value. We want to become the value of the people around us. We are the value and qualities that we create, the level of value. So let the people around you learn beyond what the misconceptions of this industries or your industries are within the entertainment industry. Work, grow, and rise together, right? Okay, let's conclude. Okay. All right. Be the beacon of potential that rules others. And I'm sorry, my Italian accent spells Italian too. Be the beacon of potential that pulls others into your circle of influence. You want to be the energy. One thing that a lot of people say about me, like when I meet new people, they're always like, I was told you're the person I need to know because you know the people that know the people that know the people. You're the person I need to know because you'll make me think differently. You're the person I need to know because you not only are you have a good soul, you're funny, but you're helpful and you're willing. I am not Italian. I am Sicilian. Just keep that in mind. I'm not Italian. I'm a Siciliano. Hey, parli italiano, por favore. All right. So to be the beacon of potential that, by the way, for those who are watching on YouTube or Facebook, this is also on Twitch. So I have people on Twitch commenting. I'm not sure if it pops up on the comments for everybody, but I see all the comments. All right. To be the beacon of potential that pulls others into your circle of influence, right? Want to attract good people? Be a good person, right? You set the tone. When you're trying to build your circle of influence and you're trying to get people to come to you, just be the truth in action. If you want good people around you, you have to be good. Be good to people. Set the tone. The other thing is, if you are a good if you are a good person, people that are not good are going to have a hard time breaking you. They're going to want you to basically fall apart, but they're going to push and push and push. But if you're a good person and you're being good to people and you start getting surrounded by good people, that person who is being not nice and not good will be pushed out. They will not be able to evolve in that environment. So create an environment that you believe is valuable to you. All right. So a real sum up, okay? Your success is based on the people you surround yourself with, and the reason that is true is because you want to be around people that influence you, encourage you, create good habits by watching what they do. Okay, you have to learn to set your own boundaries. Boundaries comes with you. Don't allow people to take advantage of you. Not every great friend is a great resource. This is important to remember, that just because we love somebody and care about somebody doesn't necessarily mean they are going to help your career. So, if you want to be a great fisherman or fisher person, whatever you call it, go hang out with fisher people who like to fish, right? That's just, but it doesn't mean like during the week you don't talk to like your partner or whatever. You're fishing. Go fish. It's a resource. Uh, the idea is that our best friends are our best friends. The people we love are the people we love. But that doesn't mean, like let's say you have a partner and you're married or whatever, or you're not married, or you're just in a really good relationship, and one of them is I don't know, paleontologist. Pivot. That's a Friends reference. One's a paleontologist, and the other one sells shoes, or they're whatever they're like a clothes they're stylist. So there's a paleontologist, stylist, right? They're gonna be in their own world, but you make time for each other. So there is a way to be around your friends, but also remember, if you're trying to have a career in entertainment, you have a work time, and technically, based on everything I teach, you're supposed to not have a survival job. You're supposed to have a job within the industry, and or you should preferably have the 18 months financial foundation, so you can focus your time on your career job, which is ultimately putting 8 to 9 hours a day into that. And then after that, just like a regular 9 to 5, you go, oh, I'm going to spend time with people that I care about, my friends, etc., etc. Have your radar on for people who have selfish intent. Learn that kindness isn't always kindness. Sometimes they just want something out of you, your resources. And then you set the level of value. So always just be truthful to what you believe in. That's it. And become the beacon of potential, which means if you want great people, be great. And that doesn't mean be perfect. It just means great. It means that give your 130, 150, 200%. When people hire me to work on pitch decks or write a script or what have you, and maybe they're friends and I give them a discount, or even if I did it for free, I still place 200% effort into it. I don't lessen the value because I'm setting the tone. I'm becoming the beacon of potential. People, oh, no matter what, they're always going to give X amount of effort. Look at that. Boom, 21 minutes. Yeah, we did good today. I try to do 20-minute episodes. This is awesome. All right, well, thanks for everybody staying around. We had some good audience today. We got some Twitch, we got some YouTube, we had some Facebook on here. So this is exciting. As always, Monday through Friday, we pop these videos on around 4:30. I may move it to 5 o'clock. Just do 5 to 5:30. I'm not sure yet because some people they don't get home in that time. I might even do it at 6 o'clock. I have to really see the statistics, the numbers, which is another thing when it comes to marketing. You should be looking at your analytics. Your analytics tell you where your fan base is and your audience and stuff like that. But for now, 4:30 Monday through Friday. I will see you next time. Remember to like, comment, and share this video along with subscribing. Why? Because you want future content on how to be successful in your career. Where is that career specifically? Entertainment. Work, grow, and rise together, everybody. You gotta elevate your mind and elevate the minds of people around you. You just gotta do it. Anyway, love to everybody.